Good day, Resistance. I was sending wholeness and balance vibration to everyone this morning. And I know many people are getting about their day and do tune into the site to get a little information before they have to take off. And today I wanted to definitely answer some questions that have been presented on the site. But more than anything, I wanted to talk first about power. It is a fact that a lot of the terms that we use today, we use so loosely that one person's meaning of the same term may be something totally different. So we first have to clarify. In regards to power and energy, if you look at the political powers or the powers in the world, that is sometimes also mixed into evil and negativity. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to separate these terms, power and negativity, away from the common terms evil and that power that corrupts absolutely. Because inside of the body, what is necessary for it to really bring about the largest parts of the transformation, which are astral travel, uh, telekinesis, ESP, the different abilities that one is told that they can receive once obtaining the great attainment or enlightenment. There's a level of power that is like voltage or energy that has to be surging through the body to bring this about. For instance, if you're looking to manifest things with your thought, you have to bring up the current of your body in order to project that thought enough for it to reach into the areas in which that you desire to be changed. So it's the energy of the body that amplifies what the manifestation is supposed to be. So I want to work heavily on, especially within this next week, is explaining in detail how to transform the body into a manifestation, a being of manifestation. And I will do this the best that I can because what I feel lately, especially since the magnetic energies of the moon and things are getting so high, is that eventually one will reach a state where they will go into the higher vibration by the charges that come from the cosmic wave, and this can be done now. This is how it works. So if the body is building up a basic charge and using things like just keeping a high alkalinity and breathing, which starts surges because the heart starts to pump. When the heart starts to pump, it pumps out like an engine voltage, just like a hydroelectricity, but it's using plasma. And as this voltage begins to build up, it begins to shoot from the hands and from the body completely, like when taking the Kirlian photography of the body, and even the aura itself testifies that the energy from us is exuding energy or ideas of the people that he was talking to at that moment away from his energy, because he said that they were in doubt. Now, I thought this was really interesting, him mentioning that. It doesn't mean that I go around with my hands like this, because to do it is, he had both holes covered in both of his hands, and to do that position is very it's very unique. Someone would definitely know that you're holding your hands in a special way. But but that let me know that the body, in essence, it begins to leak out energy. I also heard that through the our root chakra, right where the anus is, there's an area that also has to be locked with the sphincter muscle, because when that's open, it allows other energy, or allows energy to seep out. So basically what this is about keeping the body at this high level of voltage, not allowing a lot of energy to seep out unless you're directing that energy in a certain direction. So it's basically about how to hold the energy and the power within your body in order for you to uh, bring about the necessary progress that you want within your spiritual transformation. Keeping in mind that everyone's spiritual transformation or their great attainment is different. Like someone may just want to fly, another person may leave it open. Like I just want the highest that I can really receive, and that is good. It's good for me. And some people have become more specific. So, still realizing that everyone's on a different page at some point in this transformation. This the moon. What I realized is that this there's a lot about timing that we still have to somewhat cohere to. And me personally, I'm always trying to get rid of as many methods as possible. I love to work with just natural me, and and that is definitely possible, especially if you've done a little repair. And with crystals and things like that, you don't really need those crystals anymore if you can maintain the high vibration. And but what this was about was is I noticed that during the moon time, like I just don't even sleep. Like for the last 3 days, I haven't even really been able to sleep because the energy is so high. And then what the energy makes me feel like is it just makes me feel like I have a lot of thoughts at once and I can't really grasp one of them. If you haven't got MMS yet. And I know there was a talk on the site very briefly about baking soda and MMS, and what I say is both of them. Definitely MMS and the parent a frequency and say, hey, play this and see how the child reacts or if it sleeps better, etc. And or give the child this crystal and make sure he gets some crystals. So that's where it comes from. It's like you have to engage. An idea will come to your mind and say, well, why am I thinking about this person? It's because, well, there's only a few reasons why. It's like, what are you thinking about? If you're thinking about ascension and that person comes across your mind, it must be pertaining to their ascension. And so being able to contribute something to their ascension is key. Here's also the thing. Understand this, that the moment that someone that you contribute to ascends, what do you think that they're going to do? They're going to think about immediately every individual that helped them get to the point that they're actually at, and they're going to ascend. And there's no telling who these individuals are. Like me, I always keep myself in a state of understanding that, you know, sometimes you're the least of them, meaning that everyone is embedded with way more ability, and your job is just to allow them to get to that level of ability, but keeping yourself in understanding that inside of each individual may just very well be a way it doesn't look like it's all talk. And what I noticed is that there were a lot of individuals who had received a lot of activation, and I'm communicating with a lot of those individuals on the site, but they don't really tie to